Okay, so we are live on YouTube, and I'm trying to have some kind of a Q&A about music production, mixing, mastering, song creation, song creativity, musical creativity. So if you have any questions about it, let me know in the comments, and I'll try to answer the questions as soon as I can. I'm a music producer from Sweden, and I have the opportunity to work with many artists from many parts of the world. Mostly Sweden, of course, but also Spain, United States, Singapore, and I'm trying to always get better all the time. And I've been doing this since 1999. I started out in the basement and I did some absolutely terrible recordings about. It was a vocal group that I recorded, and it was absolutely terrible. I can honestly say that it was absolutely terrible. I recorded, what was it, 4 people with. Everyone had a one Shure SM57. That's not a bad microphone, I'm not saying that, but in terms of getting a natural type of sound when it comes to vocal groups, that wouldn't be my choice today. But I ended up with some kind of mono recording, which was not intentional, but it was some kind of sound that came out on the CD. And so I was happy. And if you have any questions about that, please let me know. Put it in the comments and we'll see what happens. And also, we have my philosophy is during the years has been developed through the years. Actually, I can see now that for more than 20 years, I tried so many things out. I started with Cubase 3.55 or 3.53 or something, and I didn't have any clue how to use that. But I had the opportunity to learn some audio recording along the way, and I used that to just try out ideas. And again, it was absolutely terrible recordings, and there are so many things that I didn't know at the time, and there are still things without a doubt that I don't know today. So that's why I'm doing this, because I learn every single day, and I hope that you will also learn every single day, and make sure you have a learning atmosphere, attitude towards things, because that's how you really can understand life more, in my opinion. So from then on, I started to work with people around my family, and then friends to the family, and then it got broader and broader, and I've been working with a lot of idol artists, and all kinds of genres, from everything from musical to singer-songwriters to rock to almost classical. Well, I work a lot with classical music and folk type of music, and people that just want some kind of help with their music. Sometimes they have a lot of things going on, and they just want me to, top line or whatever you want to call it, just fine tune the things in terms of maybe some additional music production tools, but also mixing and mastering maybe. But sometimes they are just completely blank and they want to help with everything from songwriting to arranging to mixing to mastering and everything in between. And also we release the record as well. So it really depends on the situation. I find it not necessarily better to work all the way, to do everything from start to finish, but I really like to work with creative people, to serious creative people. That's what I love. That's really something that I can see now during the last 20 years, that every time people or artists are, lazy and not do what they say they are about to do, or, it's not of my interest to work with them. But if they maybe they don't have any musical ideas, but they are extremely creative, they do exactly what they say they are going to do, they are honest. That's some kind of people. That's the people I want to work with. So if you have any questions about that, please hit it in the comments. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. And I have collected, a lot of gear during the years. If I was about to restart, I would never collect so much gear. Yes, I'm happy for the gear, but I could do just fine with a couple of mics and maybe one mic pre and the skills. The skills is the thing that makes your recordings better. You will not make better recordings with expensive mic. You will not. I am a living proof of that because I had the opportunity to pretty early in my career buy some high-end microphones, such as Neumann U87 and expensive microphones. And I have made terrible recordings with good gear because I didn't know how to use them. Sometimes I had too much gain. Sometimes I had them too close to the mouth so that the proximity effect was exaggerated, and it was not good at all. And later on, I can really see that I've made a lot better recordings with extremely inexpensive microphones that that people would find almost not professional. But if you know how to use them, they have some kind of sweet spot depending on your vision of your song. I am a big fan of creating a vision, and also big fan of having deadline. I completely love deadlines. I always say that deadlines is the creator's and the artist's best friend. How about that? Because if you don't have deadlines, how do you know when to finish? You don't know when to finish if you don't have deadlines. Deadlines makes everything clear, and it also makes you able to know after the project if it makes you get better, because you can really close the project and look at it with other eyes and analyze the project. Okay, this was good, this was bad, and then move on. If you don't do that, you never know when to finish if you have finished, and you almost can never get better. I think you get 1 millimeter better if you don't finish your products with deadlines. But if you do, you get a lot better. So please use deadlines. I love deadlines. I'm sponsored by deadlines. No, I'm not sponsored by anyone. But if you have any questions about that, please let me know. Put it in the comments, send me a message. Thumbs up, you know what to do, and we'll try to figure something out. How about that? So I run my studio from Göteborg in Sweden, and Göteborg is the second biggest city. And so where are you guys from? I know that I have some viewers from United States. Mostly of my viewers is from United States. And I guess you are into music as well. But some of them are from Sweden and a lot of other places as well. So let me know if you have any questions about it, because there are so many things to talk about, and I could sit there all day to talk about everything, but we're not going to do that. We're going to specify a couple of questions and just make them beautiful. That's what we're going to do. What is it more to say about me? Well, I started out as a drummer when I was 6, and later on I tried some notes on the piano, and later on I tried some notes on the guitar and then bass, and I started some kind of singing class when I was 10, and music has always been like a red thread through my whole life, and in different kinds of ways. Some periods of time has been a lot of me touring the world. I have had the opportunity to tour around Europe many times, and United States and Asia, Japan, Singapore. I've been to Shanghai. I've been to a lot of different places and to play music, and I'm very happy for that because that makes me, really get more perspective on life, but also on music, because things are different. Things are just different in different types of environments, in different types of countries as well. So that's how it all started, and then I started, as I told you before, I started with recording music around 15, 16 years old, and then I got my first Cubase DAW, the first DAW, around 1998, 99. And I didn't have any clue how to use that. It was a complete mystery. I know that I saw the EQ, and I think the EQ had 3 bands on it. And I was like, wow, 3 bands? That's all I need. I had no idea how you can sweep the band to get different kind of frequencies and all that. So when I first discovered the sweep function, I was like, hey, do we really need this? Because back in the days, you had a hi-fi source of music, like a LP player or cassette deck player, and it was highs and lows, and sometimes high, mid, and low. So that's really what I was used to. So when the sweep thing came in, there was a lot of confusion going on. So and that but I believe that the Cubase 3.5, it had some kind of automation. So it wasn't that old, but it was new at the time. But you had a write and a read mode. So if you it was a red button called R, W, of course, which was write, and then you can just do whatever tweaks you want to do, and then put on R, the green one, the read, and then it just did the same thing all over again. A typical automation tool, but back in the days it was like magic. Nowadays, I can't live without the automation. What can't you live without in your DAW? Let me know in the comments. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah! If you have any more questions, put it in the comments. Send me an email. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. The channel is for you that loves music. You want to know how it's done. You want to know the basics, but also the pro level of things. Behind the scenes, but also very close to the scenes. There are a lot of things going on, and if you want to know how it's done, please subscribe to the channel. I will be very happy, and it will make me create these videos more and more beautiful. Take care.